Hello, my name is Ian Teng. I'm the Chief Technology Officer of Wavex Technologies. Welcome to part 2 for this video on our CD Locker Unlocker unit. For this part 2, we'll be explaining a little bit more about the software functions associated with this unit. Okay, I've just powered up the unit. You can see the LED blinking. I've connected the USB cable to the PC, and basically what I've done is that I've run the software which looks like this. Anyway, when you first install the software, you'll find this icon here which has got an A and an inverted A. That's the GUI for the CD Locker Unlocker. Double click on this thing, and the beautiful thing is that when you double click on it, you'll see that it picks up the reader, which is called Roger, and you'll see that there is a status here which says online, which means that the reader has been detected. Okay, and the next thing you'll do is that there's this thing called reader information. You can expand this and it will tell you what's going on. Currently it is not reading any tags. You can see that the different tags are 0, the read count is 0, the reads per second is also 0. What we can do now is that we can go down to the end of this window, and then you see this button called Start Scan. Click on this and it's starting to scan, but since there's no tag in this CD unlocker, it's not going to do anything. So what we'll do now is that we will first make sure that we have a CD case to insert. So as usual, we will make sure that the green and red icons are on the right hand side, and then we will insert it. And notice the LED is currently blinking. Okay, and once the mechanism grabs hold of the case, it will bring all the way in, and the LED will stop blinking. Right, this means that the case has gone in. Now if you were to go back to the PC software, you'll see that there's things that's happening right now. You can see that the read count is running 570, 500 and 600 over reads. The reads per second is also running, and there's also a little function called the RSSI, which you can also expand. It can tell you the RSSI, which is the signal strength that is picking up from the tag. It's pretty good. It's about 80%, and for channel Q is about 22 dB, which is pretty high, and channel I is 24 dB, which is pretty high. Right, so that basically shows that the reader has picked up the tag. Right, what we can do now is to stop the scan, because if you want to do the locking and unlocking functions, you must stop the scan. Okay, the scan is important because it must first pick up the tag. Right, this is the tag ID, and to use the CD Locker Unlocker functions, it will continue to use this tag ID. Okay, so basically that before we can start using the locker and unlocker functions, it must first get the tag ID. Once it has got the tag ID, you can right click on the tag ID. You will have a drop down list. Choose Advanced Tag Settings. Double click on that, and now you are on this window, and on this window there is a button called NXP command. Click on this button, it will open up a Set NXP command window. Now the command to run the locker unlocker is, as you can see, it's based on this EPC value, which is for this particular tag. So if you were to change the CD case with a different tag, this EPC number also has to change. So which means to say that you have to do the scanning process, get the tag ID, before you come to this advanced text settings and then set NXP command window. Now what we'll do now is this. We will now send the CD locker unlocker commands. There are only 3 commands to remember. The first one is 0A-00. Type this again. 0A-00. This command basically tells the CD locker unlocker to just eject the case without doing anything. So if I were to send OK, you notice that the case has been ejected and there is no change in the state of this case. It was in the unlock state before I put it in, and now it's still in the unlock state. Okay, now if I want to unlock this case, what I'll do is this. Sorry, I beg your pardon. If I want to lock this case, what I'll do is that I'll turn this case to this side. Alright, so that it's like that, and now I'll insert this in. Right. Now let's go back to the software again. Alright, what I'm gonna do now is this. I'll click this NXP command. Now if I want it to change the state of the case, I have to send a new command called 0B-00. I say again, 0B-00. Type this command on the command dialog box and click OK. Alright, now I'm going to move to the CD unlocker. You hear a click sound, alright, and then it will roll out the CD case. Okay, just note the click sound. That's a click sound, and it has unlocked the case. Now let's check whether to see it has unlocked the case or not. And you notice that yes, notice that the red icon now is in the clear, and if you try to unlock this case, there's no way you can try to open up this case. There's no way you can do that. It's really properly locked tight. Okay, let me redo it again. Now if I want to unlock the case again, I'll turn it to the other side. Okay, and I send it back in, and when it's back in, the LED light will light off. Okay, send this command again, which is 0B-00, 0B-00, and click OK, and you hear the click sound and the thing rolls out, and you notice that it has changed state. Now that the green icon now is in the clear, the red is shaded. Right, so this is the lock and unlock functions.